Hey guys and girls, how you doing today? Your boy Too Lazy for Life is back with part 2 of the Camelot movie series for Fate Grand Order. Alright, I just got done with Camelot part 1. I've done my review for Camelot part 1. If you guys haven't checked out Camelot part 1, my reaction yet, then go check it out. The video should be available out right now, both on YouTube and on Patreon, whichever method you choose best to watch it in. Alright, so part 1, it was an okay experience. Okay, I went into it knowing that it was a pretty heavily debated upon film on the fence as to which side you should decide to part ways with in terms of the reviews of part 1. Okay, it's either okay, it's a relatively enjoyable, entertaining experience, or it's an absolute garbage heap dumpster fire that all of the source material Fate Go mobile game stands say that it's an absolute abomination, disgrace of an adaptation by production IG Studios. Okay, so after I saw it, I thought overall I can understand where both sides were coming from. Okay, one side said that it's absolute garbage. I wouldn't say it's absolute garbage, but I can understand their sentiments. I can understand why they'd say certain things done about the film of part 1 were just not to their liking. Even I could see it from an anime only perspective. Certain things definitely weren't up to scratch, I would say, for a movie production quality, especially a movie production quality stacked with the franchise title of Fate, a juggernaut in the anime world, and you stack it with a studio known as Production IG, responsible for Attack on Titan, and you have all three of these stacked together and you manage to produce only a 6 out of 10 experience at most. That's an absolute that's a disaster. Okay, that is an absolute big oof, an absolute blunder if you ask me. From an anime perspective, it was still a 6 out of 10 at most, for all the reasons that I said back in the previous video, which I'm not going to go and reiterate onto again because it's going to take too much time. All right, so if you guys want to know all of my full thoughts and you haven't seen it already, just go check out part 1's video. Okay, so we left off on that cliffhanger of Stella launching his noble phantasm Arash, okay, at the I'm not even going to correct myself on what I just said there. You guys get the point, okay? So, launched it right at the Rongo Minyad tactical nuke orbital bombardment that was about to demolish that entire mountainside town, or what was left of it. Everyone there was already dead, so who the fuck cares, okay? So, he sacrificed himself and stole the show there at the end of the film, and then it cut to the end credits to my horrible dissatisfaction and disgust. Okay, and then Bedivia did a little bit of monologuing, and then that was it. Okay, that was the end of the film. So now we're going to find out what's going to happen next. Okay, so this is the second half. So, 1 hour, 36 minutes. A little bit longer than the first movie. So at the end of this, Singularity 6 will be over. Wow. I went through like a 3-month long journey with Babylonia. And here we are, about to solve all of Singularity 6 in one single sitting through 2 1.5 hour movies. I hope this second movie is good. Everyone says that it's way better than part 1 by a large margin. Alright, and yeah, there should be some great scenes in this movie for me to get all gobsmacked and pog-champed over. So I'm excited and eagerly awaiting to find out what those are going to be. Okay, so guys, before we get started, movie, alright, you guys get the point. You guys know the drill. If you guys don't know the drill, I'm going to quickly run through it as fast as possible so we can get on with it. Disclaimer, there's no footage if you're watching on YouTube. Get your own movie, get your own copy ready, and sync it up to the timer shown on screen, okay, for my movie reaction. Alright, otherwise, there ain't going to be a whole lot of content for you guys to leech off of this video, okay? There's going to be no anime for you to watch. Just going to be my reaction and a black screen blocking out the footage, because YouTube Kung and the anime industry does not like anime movie footage being put up, ripped off, pirated, stolen, and put up onto YouTube without anyone's authorization and permission. That's a big no-no, alright? So to avoid getting copyright striked back to the Stone Age and getting cancelled, I'm not going to risk putting up any footage. There's going to be a timer. So please get your movie ready, and then we're going to go and watch this movie together. Alright, guys? So, part 2, Camelot. Alright? In 3, 2, 1, Let's go. Damn, that's sad. We've been too used to seeing Saber doing her Saber stuff in Fate Stay Night that you don't know that she died. Paladin Agateram! Whatever the fuck that means! Oh my... Oh, hey, we're back to where we left off. Oh. We're gonna jump straight into Grand Hassan already. You know, Grand Assassin was like such a major reveal in Babylonia. And now they just like casually just throw him out here like this. Like, oh hey! We meet again. Well, at least he's got more detail than the rest of the characters. That's a Sakuga shot right there. You see? Look at the size of those fucking titties on MASH, man. And they completely just rubbed them out. Alright? Erased them from that bath scene. You can't have tits that fucking big and then the frontal view, no matter how hard you try, okay, during a bath scene, be completely flat with no detail. That was a poor choice by production IG there for a fan service scene at that. I died once. Oh yeah. Yeah, that. Does Bedivia know that MASH has Galahad inside her? Right? Those boobs need to be drawn bigger, bro. I don't know who it is. What? You don't know who it is? Wait. Oh no, I'm a fucking idiot. This is Singularity 6. For some fucking reason, I thought we were after Babylonia. Okay. So what? They learned. They learned about Galahad in this Singularity. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, oh. That's cool. That solves that problem. Oh, Lancelot wants to visit Conodilda. Damn. He just killed fucking Neto Chris's pet Sphinx. I'm sure she's not going to be happy about that. Who? What disrespect. Imagine simping. Hey, this is just like VTubers, just like HoloLive, right? Imagine wasting your time simping over somebody so hard. And then they're like, who? Who are you? Huh? Wait, what? Lancelot's changing sides? Did I miss something in between? I'm sorry, what? I don't remember. Galahad is Lancelot's. They're related, right? They're like father and son or something. The Mash is technically like, "Hi, Dad." Yeah, we're now all terrorists. Oh, what the fuck? He just took the edge of that fucking shield right to the face. Getting fucking you're destroying Osmandius's pyramid. Stop ruining my house. Alright, I can already see the production value's gone up. Sir Gala. Yeah. Look at all that extra animation and special effects. Bro, it's way better. Holy shit. Imagine taking that blunt end of the fucking shield to the face, man. Who's that? Like, is Mash the one talking, or is fucking Galahad talking through her? Since when did Mash get so fucking angsty, man? He wasn't even this angry back in Babylonia. Yeah, shield of my son. Hi, Dad! Having some family bonding time atop that pyramid right now. Bro. What the fuck is that? Alright. Because, you know, an Egyptian pharaoh has a massive alien spaceship computer hidden in the basement. Oh. Oh. That thing is the fucking hilt of the fucking spear? Hey, what the fuck? I didn't even I didn't even know that. Wow. Wow. They've been living inside the fucking hilt of the spear. That's some 500 IQ galaxy brain design and architecture right there. This guy's about as arrogant as Gilgamesh, man. I'm sure the two of them will get along just fine. Imagine having that dude, what's his name, Ramses II and Gilgamesh both in the same singularity. I'm sure the whole place would implode just from their egos clashing. Suddenly Lancelot is now part of their party. Huh? Just because it's now daddy and daddy's girl right there in the same place. I'm sure the rest of the Knights of the Round Table will be thrilled to find out your betrayal. What a simp. Wow. You didn't kill her because she's fucking simp. Even Lancelot is a fucking simp. Degenerates, everybody. Whoever did these subs though, man, you can tell that they're not a grammar Nazi. Like, holy shit. No full stops. No capital letters on names and titles and whatnot. No punctuation, no grammar. It's like, bro. Oh, I'm sure he knows. I'm sure you know why we're in this mess right now, huh, Bedivia? Couldn't face his own guilt and he passed out. Wait. Wait, are we having flashbacks right now? No. Oh no, we are. Or are we? That red-haired dude, I thought he fucking puffed away, pixelated away and died at the end of the last movie. Or he just retreated. Waifu material right there, man. And added bonus. There's two massive, massive added bonuses onto that. Oh, really? Since when is a fucking Hassan a waifu, man? Never did I think that that day would ever come. Also, what she just said there was so in the mobile game, do you use Serenity to hard counter Tristan and make the fight a joke? Oh, okay. Wait, so he did return it to the lake? I'm guessing he didn't return it. He still hasn't returned it to the lake yet. So Saber couldn't ever fucking die and rest in peace. If I had to guess, Bedivere did something bad that Saber told him not to do, and then Saber disappeared, and then Bedivere couldn't find her anymore, and then he's guilty, and then he has to trek through all of eternity trying to seek redemption, trying to seek forgiveness, or judgment, that was the word, right? It's like somebody who wants to be punished for his crimes, but nobody will ever give him that punishment, so they feel very incomplete inside. Okay, that they're allowed to just continue walking around, roaming free, without ever having been passed judgment. I personally do not understand. I personally do not empathize and relate to such feelings. It's like wanting to get punished because you know you did something bad, but you got away with it. It's like, why? Like, nope, that doesn't sit with me. Okay, but Bedivere here, he's like, I've been a bad boy. Why won't you spank me? And that sounds a lot like Sakura then, right? That's a whole lot like Sakura back in Heaven's Feel. She did a whole bunch of bad things, and then eventually she gets pissed off. Like, Shiro, why won't you punish me? Why would you keep fucking treating me with so much forgiveness and kindness, even though I've been such a bad girl? I don't like that. It makes me very angry. Any of you also think Bedivere looks like a Saber face? Like, his hairstyle literally, like, looks a lot like Saber's hairstyle, right? With the two bangs and that bit. And the back bit's also tied. Look. It looks like Saber, just without the ahoge. Fighting a fully solar-powered Gawain. Good luck with that. Look how fucking massive he is, bro. Those are some broad-ass shoulders. Fucking two titans going at it. Absolute juggernauts. What the heck is that prosthetic arm, man? Huh? What is it made of? Fucking adamantite? And it can also transform into an energy blade. Oh, shit! You turned up? Are you gonna fight him? Dude, if it's fucking Grand Assassin versus Gawain, man, I'm gonna fucking flip out. That's a shame, man. If that purple-haired assassin, that Hassan there, was the one in Fate Zero, got cut down by uh Iskandar's noble phantasm in the middle of the desert. Who knew that she was a waifu underneath that skeletal mask? Alright. Yeah, okay. Gilgamesh there must be somewhere else, like looking at this tiny little spaceship and be like, "This is bigger than mine." Oh, that's a nice spaceship you got there, Fate Zero Gilgamesh. Let me show you what a real spaceship looks like. What is it with all these fucking like ancient Egyptian and Mesopotamian era BC characters all have massive fucking spaceships, man? Oh yeah, it's got a satellite cannon as well while it's at it. Wow, that Infinity Gauntlet just keeps getting bigger. Oh, he cut out his eyes so he doesn't have to see it. Damn. She just summoned all of her round table members, just now them fucking make him duke it out right in front of her. Oh, that's so sad. Which ones were killed? I don't know all their names. Who's that? That Galahad? Have fun with that. You wanna take on Grand Assassin? Good job. Good luck. I've heard his voice before. Who was it again? I don't remember. Okay. Definitely from one of the better shows that I've seen previously. One of the edgier animes. I've definitely heard his voice before. I'd like to say. Oh, you didn't cut your eyes out. It sounds a lot like Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. Yeah, Camelot doesn't stand a chance when it's getting invaded by a fucking massive uh, double-ended pyramid-sized spaceship. Kono Dioda wasn't lying when he says, this Camelot is a joke. I could easily take that piece of shit down myself. Because he has a fucking massive spaceship hidden in the basement. Tech 1 civilization versus Tech 5. This is way better than movie 1. Huh? Yo, the production value in this one's great. I'm giving this like an 8 out of 10 already. Just give me that freaking insane final fight scene and I'll give it a solid 9. Couldn't even lay a dent on Hassan, man. Imagine being that much of a Giga Chad. Holy shit. Oh, damn. Mordred versus a big-titted Buddhist monk. Who do you think would win that? I don't really want to see either of them get trashed. This is the first time you get to see some of these servants that you've been grinding away at on your Forsaken mobile game get animated into anime form for the first time. When will the day when Skahak, Jolta, and Musashi get their own Sakuga levels of production value anime? Can we please get one of those? How about you fucking do something yourself, Hassan, huh? You could probably solve this whole problem, but instead you decide to stand around and smurf. Oh. Wow. Showdowns, 1v1s everywhere. I knew that guy was crazy just by looking at him. Huh? I was right. Fucking Tristan just had that, like, caster from Fate Zero looking face. He clearly looked evil. We got Hassan versus Tristan. Lancelot versus Agravane. Sazang versus Mordred. The 3 duo versus Gawain. Well, that's a problem. You say that their one weakness is this, and it turns out to be completely false. It's like, well, there's your game plan out the window. What? What? He smacked Gawain in the face with that halberd, and the fucking halberd was the thing that snapped. Okay, this guy's literally. I said he was built like a brick shithouse, but that's an understatement, man. Ah, yes. People told me that the guy from Fate Apocrypha that made the Siegfried versus Kana fight was gonna be the one doing this. I can see that already. You see, suddenly the backdrop went down to like 144p, no detail, absolute pixels, single solid color fill. Ah, bro. Oh, and he even stopped Zabanya as well. What the fuck? So, the cursed arm isn't just about ripping out somebody's heart? So what's this now? Huh? Oh, damn. Bye, Hassan. He's still not dead yet. So what does that arm do? It now just acts like a massive cancer on him and eats him alive? Man, imagine if Hassan in Heaven's Field did that instead, rather than just using Zabanya, just to try and rip out somebody's heart. Just shoved it. Well, I mean, I guess it's a suicidal move, maybe. You're preaching to the wrong person, bro. Trying to talk reason into Mordred is like talking to a brick wall. Ah, yes. Gotta adjust my breast pads before the final showdown. Man, I'm getting goosebumps. That's so good. Oh my god, I might have to watch this again. Wow, lucky Mordred. What a nice way to die. Mordred had Mordred had like almost no screen time in this fucking arc. This Singularity. She had like 30 seconds in the first movie, and this was it. Damn. Oh, I need more anime of her, man. Dude, that is straight up waifu material right there. I gotta jack off to some of that Rule 34 hentai later. Oh my god. Is she also a 5-star waifu in Fate Go? Any of you guys out there that have been trying to break your bank accounts trying to get her? If it is that hard to get her? She's 4 or 5 stars. I highly doubt she's a 3-star. What are you doing? Yeah, crash it into the fucking city. Is that what you're doing? Mobile Suit Gundam intensifies. We're gonna throw the whole colony into Earth. Look, he's looking more and more like Gilda Ray by the frame, man. Dude, that is so good. Yeah, look, it's like the Siegfried versus Kana fight, right? Everyone's now suddenly turning into elastic putty people. It's like they're made out of fucking Play-Doh, man, cookie dough. When everything's going so fast and all the shit's flying around everywhere, even your whole body distorts with space and time. I guess that's what the animation director goes for, I guess, with his like style of doing it. We've only got 20 minutes left. Hello, Saber, you gonna do something? You've only got 20 minutes left. You literally... like, if Saber doesn't come out with a final showdown, man, I'm gonna be so disappointed. So they were both from the same time period? Huh? Do these two know each other? Maybe is that it? Is that the backstory now? No. No. I only knew you for 30 minutes in one movie, man. Why does it feel so sad? Just too many beautiful waifus in this fucking movie series, or just in Fate in general. Too many beautiful waifus everywhere that you just don't want to see them go. I still can't get the image of that fucking big titted monk out of my fucking head. Definitely best looking waifu from this singularity. All that just to graze his face. What the heck is fucking Gawain made of, man? Huh? Everyone else they suffer flesh wounds. Gawain, on the other hand, you could probably drop a tactical nuke on top of his head and he still won't even remotely come close to bleeding. Or is it because as long as the sun is out, he gets divine protection and then he's basically unkillable? Is Gawain like one of the strongest servants in all of Fate Go? Can you even get Gawain as a servant in Fate Go? Huh? The majority of all the Fate servants that I know of from Fate Go are all girls. For obvious reason. Fucking PNG waifu collector simulator. Who the fuck wants husbandos, right? Because the majority of people that play Fate Go are probably just all incel degenerate male kumas. Look at the size of them traps, man. Holy shit. Massive traps. Planet-sized deltoids. This guy fucking takes his creatine. You know, and also, you know, a couple liters of dosage of the good old stuff when he's in the bathroom. Oh, he suffered his first flesh wound. Oh shit, he lost. Oh. Yep, it just had to be in that one spot. There's no other place that you would have had to aim for trying to take out such a massive brick shit house in one hit. Anywhere else would have been a complete waste of time and effort. Bro, this movie is so fucking good. I don't know what the hell's going on half the time, but damn, these fight scenes, man. This is some top-notch quality shit. Definitely 9 out of 10 minimum. Gonna have to see how it ends. We've only got like 10 minutes left. Can't be serious. Huh? Are we not gonna get a saber? Is this it? The final showdown? I am the Lion King. Disney's calling. It's like, you sure about that? Huh? You like to speak to our lawyers? Yep. Basically no different from the Fate Apocrypha problem with Amaskara Tosaka Shiro Koto Mine Emiya, also known as Marik from Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, your decision to protect all humans is to delete them all. Oh, damn. Starting to think that we're not going to get a final showdown. Hmm. Okay. Come on, Mash. Power of imagination and friendship. Look at her massive fucking biceps, man. Holy shit. That makes me feel things. Oh, right. They've only just learned about this. Yeah. Everything that they did in Babylonia, right? They didn't know about it yet right now. The power of imagination and friendship will beat that giant spear. Which is... Okay, anime. Okay. Oh! Oh, he's the... What? He's the real Bedivere? Oh, damn. Let me guess. He never put it back. Oh, you bitch. This was all your fault. Even the third time he didn't do it, the saber never died. Well, wait, so you've been carrying Excalibur this whole time? That arm is Excalibur? Forces? What's that? Damn. I am your biggest simp. That's why. Bro, this is a really good movie, man. Oh, part two is great. I'll give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I gotta get the soundtrack though. That soundtrack is fucking so good. Basically Shiro, basically Emiya, wandered all of eternity to go find Saber. Aww. Gotta protect that smile, bro. For 1,500 years. Shiro's like rookie numbers. Somewhere Emiya's like, I wish my search for Saber was only 1,500 years. Oh, you just just no goodbye. Just that's it. That's a good shot right there. That's it. Oh my god. No epilogue, no nothing. It's just a pretty tasteless ending, I'd say. It's like those like Western Hollywood cheap ass movies that the moment the bad guys defeated, all the good guys just stand there for a second while the sun's setting or the sun rising, and they all just look at each other with a grin on their face, and then start laughing and smiling while the end credits song starts playing, and then cut to end credits. I hate it when people do that in those kinds of movies, man. It's such a cheap, cop-out, low-effort way of ending. Or it's like, oh, we ran out of screen time. We ran out of budget. I don't know how to write a proper good ending. Just roll the end credits and call it a day. It's not my cup of tea, these kind of endings, man. It's just so abrupt and so sudden that you just don't get any feeling of, like... You just don't get any time to digest what just happened. No time to self-reflect what just happened. And then they just throw you straight into the end credits. You feel all like empty and lost and confused inside because the movie itself didn't hold your hand and walk you slowly to the finish line. You just the movie's like, oh, bad guy's dead. All right, pick the audience up. It's like, yeet, and off to the fire exit, off to the fire escape. Where you go, right? End of the movie. Get out. Yeet. The end. Get lost. That was a good movie, guys. All right, we'll talk about it once the credits are done. Maybe there's something. There anything in the credits that we can talk about? I don't think I reacted to the trailer for part 2, right? Because obviously I couldn't. I haven't even seen part 1. Right? So I haven't, yeah, this song doesn't ring a bell. I'm only listening, I'm actually listening to it for the first time. Huh. That's interesting. Any post-end credit scenes? Oh, you're still here. I completely forgot about his and Lancelot's duel, man. That was it? Oh, well, what an end credit scene that was, huh? Man, I completely forgot about Lancelot and Agravain's duel, man. Holy shit, that's such a pity. I didn't even think that Lancelot died, right? Yeah, so that happened. That's a revelation that I just had to learn about right now. All right, so wow, Camelot Part 2. Holy shit, that was a good movie. All right, compared to the pretty lackluster, mediocre experience of like a seasonal garbage bandwagon anime TV series episode quality level of production value that was Part 1. All right, and also to beat it in, drive it home, the point of the fact of that bath scene again just being so horribly scammed me out of my time and my attention and neuron activations with that flat as fuck drywall cutting board Nito crease, and then Mash with her F cup, G cup mega milkers getting just rubbed out, erased, okay? Not even censored, just straight up, just completely, just not even drawn on to her flat as fuck frontal chestal side of her ironing board body. Alright? Compared to that, okay, pretty mid experience of Part 1. Part 2 was good. Oh, that was great. Okay. Round of applause from me, man. I'll happily accept this film. Okay, this film is a definite thumbs up from me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, that was a sick movie. Okay, I would give it. Well, I mean, visuals, animation, soundtrack, storyline. I mean, visuals are good. I would say the visuals are definitely an upgrade from the first one. Okay, despite even with all of the fight scenes where the visuals literally go to shit again, like they did in Fate Apocrypha with Siegfried versus Kana. You know, I've grown accustomed to that art style now, that sort of animation direction from what's his name, that director. Okay, that made all the fight scenes. Okay, I still appreciate it. Not everything needs to be sparkly and beautiful, like ufotable quality levels of jaw-dropping eye candy visuals, even during fight scenes, for it to be good. I still appreciated that that amazing quality of animation and just the cinematography and just the whole choreography of all of the fight scenes, man, in this movie. It's very, very good. So overall, I would say the visuals, it's a solid 7.5 out of 10 for this movie. Okay, despite, you know, not having the insane amounts of layers of shading and gradients and colors like you'd find in Ufotable's Fate shows, the characters themselves, they look good. All right, proportionally, they all look okay. They all look great at times as well. Even Saber, you know, I criticized Saber for having that stupid looking football head appearance, right, in the second trailer for Camelot Part 1. But here, looks perfectly fine. Alright, so it turned out to have just been one very, very weirdly drawn frame. One very, very weirdly drawn scene shot of King Arthur there that was shown in Part 1 and in the trailer 2. That just made me have this false preconception of a horrible artistic direction that they took with Saber. But nope, the rest of it, Saber looks perfectly fine. So I can retract that statement. Okay. The waifus in this one definitely looks great. I mean, Mash looks the same as she did in Babylonia by Cloverworks. Her design still looks basically the same, just with a whole lot less Sakuga on it. And you know, Nito Chris, I think, also had a fair amount of Sakuga shots, right, throughout these two movies. Generally very, very plain looking on the wide shots, but in the up close shots they add those extra details in, man. definitely very, very attractive, very, very good. Except for, you know, the fact that she's flat as an ironing board. Okay, is she also? She's also a servant, right? In Fate Go. What star is she? 4 star, 5 star, 3 star. If it's a waifu, it's probably minimum at least 4. Any Naito Chris fans out there? Any Naito Chris simps out there? So I don't know anything about her legend. So what is she? Is she from the same time, serving at the same time as Kono Dioda, or is it another time? Was she also a pharaoh? I might have to go Google that, unless you guys can give me a history lesson in the comments, alright? And then, of course, best babe, if you ask me, okay? Other than, you know, Saber. Saber also looks pretty damn beautiful, okay? In her adult form there at the end, okay? But other than that, best babe of this whole singularity was Sazang. Okay, just oh my god, just go coom over those fucking massive planet-sized melons, man. Buddhist monk trying to teach Mordred the ways of serenity. No pun intended. I meant actual serenity and tranquility. Okay, trying to teach her the ways of enlightenment. Okay, trying to reach a monk-like, zen-like state to somebody as hot-headed and as angry and edgy as Mordred. And in the end, she actually succeeded. Oh, wow, Mordred just lying there on her lap, smiling and being all calm. Wow. You did what practically nobody in Apocrypha could do. Subjugate Mordred and suddenly make her gap Moe. Oh, man. Shame to have seen her disappear, man. If only we can... Does she appear in anywhere else? No? Any other singularities? Any other place in the Fate universe does Sazang show up, or is this only a specific Camelot singularity servant? Gonna need to search up Rule 34 of that. Okay, Fate Grand Order, as always, introducing me to a whole massive platter, a whole candy store filled. Okay, kid in a candy store, spoiled for choice, worth of these S-tier quality, fat material waifus, man. I don't know anything about them other than the fact that they just look good. Alright? And yeah, the purple-haired one, right? The Serenity, the Hassan of Serenity. That's the one. I still can't believe that they actually have faces. I thought it was going to be as disgusting looking as the Hassan of the Cursed Arm, right? Because in Heaven's Feel Part 3, where Sakura goes and munches him up and his mask falls off, his face basically looks like a dead apostle. He looks like a fucking zombie. But no, that Hassan looks like a typical cute anime waifu. Sad to see her get fucking pasted all over the walls by Tristan, man. That was a shame. Okay. So yeah, art looks great. Animation was top notch. Animation was like a solid 9 out of 10. Okay, that was some amazing animation. Okay, product IG Studio Wit now flexing what they do best with some insane animation that we should have all known from seeing Attack on Titan. Those fight scenes, man, absolutely amazing. I think honestly, I might have to later on in the evening go and watch this film again in my free time. Okay, just to soak it all in peace, in my own headspace. Okay, rather than having to multitask, watching and trying to put on a good show of a reaction for you guys at the same time. Definitely a very, very good film. I have to watch it at least minimum one more time. Okay, that insert song that's been used now for both Arash's final scene and also the final scene here with Bedivia and Saber. Okay, gotta go. Is there a soundtrack to Camelot? Gonna have to go look that up. Good soundtrack. So yeah, soundtrack's great. Okay, the end songs are great. The soundtrack is about as good as Babylonia's. And yeah, that one special insert track. Okay, during all of those final showdown moments, very, very good stuff. Storyline, probably the weakest point for me. I don't, like, after watching these two films, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay, I still have plenty of questions that need answering, plenty of potholes. Okay, like this whole singularity. Obviously, it's been rushed. Maybe, I don't know. They probably cut out a whole lot of content that could have made it into like a 20 episode long TV series instead, but they decided to go the route of bunging it into 2 1.5 hour movies. All right, so story wise, yeah, the entire singularity was solved in the span of 180 minutes compared to Babylonia that was solved in 22 episodes worth of time. So yeah, Babylonia clearly had more content. If we're to consider what happened that was crammed into these 2 movies, they got dropped into the desert, realized that there's Jerusalem and a massive fucking giant pillared, towering, layer-caked city there, Camelot sitting there, completely out of time and space in the wrong place, just sitting there in the middle of Jerusalem. And then they find out King Saber is there just massacring everybody, trying to quote-unquote save them all by deleting humanity. And then, they went in, ran out, joined a bunch of, revolutionaryists, some terrorists, all of these other factions opposing King Arthur off in the mountains. And then they got attacked. And then they went back to the city in this movie. And then the whole movie, like 20 minutes into this movie, we suddenly are just 1 hour of final showdowns and final 1v1 Sakuga fights. So yeah, I feel like we haven't really done a whole lot in this singularity, compared to Babylonia. Babylonia, we did quite a lot. From what memory serves, we actually did quite a lot of stuff. But yeah, Camelot, it was just get in, defeat all of the Knights of the Round Table, and go in 1v1 Saber. Which, by the way, so that King Saber. Right, that's if I had to take a guess, since she's got Rongo Miniad, that's a Lancer, right? We didn't even. So all of the Knights of the Round Table, were they all Sabers? So Saber, Lancer Toria just summoned like an entire retinue of like 10 Sabers of all the Knights of the Round Table. So we had Sazang and Nito Chris. I guess they were both casters. We had all of the assassins, which are all assassins. We had Arash, which was archer. Kono Dioda. What was Kono Dioda? Was that another caster? Probably, with a fucking giant spaceship with a laser beam. Probably a caster. I can't think of what else it could be. Could be an archer. You're shooting a laser beam at somebody. Just a buttload of sabers from what I could see. None of them really look like berserkers. Yeah, by the way, yeah, berserkers. There were no berserkers in this fucking one. Oh, right. And also yeah, no, I said Sazang already, right? Caster. Yeah, there were no berserkers in this singularity. At least not from what I could see. Oh, right, and then Grand Assassin just casually shows up. No context as to why he's here. He just shows up in this singularity just for a minor bit of screen time. Yeah, it's as an anime only that doesn't play the mobile games, it was a little bit difficult to wrap my head around what was going on. Okay, the story was a bit confusing at times. Understandable. This movie was made as a token of thanks to all of the Fate Go Gacha mobile players. Okay, it's not really made for just anime onlys, I guess. All right, so yeah, good movie. Good movie. Great fight scenes. Okay? Despite the fact that I have almost no sentimental attachments, no emotional investments into half these characters in this singularity, because I've never seen them before. I don't play the game. I don't know the backstory. I don't know anything about what the hell was going on. And we just met them for the first time, with a lot of these characters like Sazang and Bedivere and, even fucking Kono Dioda and Nito Chris. It all still choked me up. And Arash. Arash. I didn't even know who the heck this guy was until I started movie 1. That guy, man, went out with a bang, okay? I felt sad for him, even though I barely knew anything about him. And he was on screen for a total of like 10 minutes, maybe. But yeah, that was all very, very hit me right in the feels moments, man. Probably because that soundtrack in the background during those moments was so good. One of the most interesting things that we found out from this movie, that I found out, was the fact that Lord Camelot, right, Galahad, all of that stuff to do with MASH, all of it was found out here in this singularity. We're watching the singularities in reverse order from Babylonia until now. I never knew that MASH had no idea what she was until Bedivere told her so, and that, you know, she seems so, you know, it's like in Babylonia, she was fully well aware of her powers. She was, you know, fully comfortable with being a demi-servant and fighting alongside Galahad inside her and Lord Camelot and whatever. She already felt like, it looked like the way that it was done with Babylonia, with Cloverworks, it made it look like she already was very, very well accustomed and had mastered her, you know, her servant state. Okay, but you go back just one singularity. There wasn't even like 5 singularities ago. Just one singularity. It took them 6 singularities in for MASH to finally figure out what the hell was wrong with her. Okay, and how she was still alive, and where she got all of her powers from, and who was the servant inside her. And then also finding out that Lancelot is like, oh, hey, daddy. Okay, it's like, bro. Man, I'm sure there's some memes out there with Lancelot and MASH. Hopefully no Rule 34s of Lancelot and MASH. Okay. Alright, that's just weird. Okay. So, yeah. I think that's about it. Got nothing else I would like to say about this movie. It was good. Good popcorn entertainment. Not really very, very deep and philosophical. Okay, it's basically the same concepts, again, being rehashed, copy-pasted over and over again, with the whole wanting to save everybody, but then you have a very, very twisted and warped point of view as to what saving everybody means, okay? And not everybody agrees with your idea of saving everybody. In the same way that Sig and Jan and the gang did not agree with Amaskara Tosaka Renshiro Koto Mine's perspective of what it meant to save everybody by turning them all into spirits, sucking the souls out of all of them via Heaven's Feel, and they no longer need to be burdened with their physical shells of their human bodies. Yeah, sure, that's saving everybody. Just delete the whole planet. That saves everybody from suffering. That's basically what Saber was doing here. And I'm pretty sure there was another character previously that wanted to just destroy everything in an attempt to save everything. Yeah, that logic doesn't work, bro. That's what we call forehead logic. Okay? So, yeah. I think that's about it. Okay? That's all I want to say. So, guys, that is it. After one or so years of nagging me to go check out Babylonia and Camelot, I've now checked out both Babylonia and Camelot. Camelot being a year late, but hey, at least we got there in the end. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching, guys. Okay, Camelot Part 2 was indeed a blast. Camelot Part 1, I don't think... I'll watch it again just for the last 10 minutes or so with Arash's scene, just to soak that in, soak in that great scene right there. But the rest of it before that, no. Okay, no. The rest of it before that, I don't think I need to watch that again. Okay, that was whatever. But the second film, though, was very, very good stuff. Okay, so thank you all so much. Okay, anyone brand new to the channel, tuning into this reaction for the first time, okay, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, all that good shit. All of the social media links you need are given in the video description down below. So just click on it, check it out, and support your boy out. Okay, I very much appreciate it, guys, if you go do that. Okay, big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now, as always, supporting me on Patreon. And last but not least, big massive shout outs to the Sloth Troopers, Tomato, and Eden's Musketeer, and to the supreme top dog supporter of the Too Lazy for Life Sloth Army, Zozo. Okay, thank you three so much for your next extra levels of backing towards my cause of trying to become a full-time content creator here on the wide web. Okay, without generous donators such as yourselves, I would have quit probably 3 months into this journey last year. But with your help, I will continue sucking on that copium and keep telling myself that I will make it one day. And not quit and go back to my day job at the supermarket, working a dead-end job, getting absolutely nowhere. Alright, thank you guys all so much. Okay, so that is it. Camelot is over. Singularity 6 is over. So the next one up will be Solomon, whenever the hell that's going to come out on BDs. I've been told it's going to come out pretty soon. It's going to be within this cycle, so we will be watching Solomon, the final singularity of the original vanilla arc of Fate Go, before they move on to what is it? The Lost Belts and some other weird stuff in between. Okay, all of that stuff. Okay, so the next one up for you guys will be Final Singularity Solomon. I'm excited. It's basically going to be Avengers Endgame, but the Fate Go version. You're going to see every single heroic spirit through all of the previous singularities turn up, and it's going to be one massive grudge match. So that's going to be hype. Can't wait to see that and check that out. Okay, but until then, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my Fate Camelot Part 1 and 2 reactions. Alright, and I'll see you guys all for the next movie. Okay, I don't know whether we're done with Kara no Kyokai yet at the time of this recording. I don't know whether all the Kara no Kyokais are going to be out before Camelot Part 2. If not, we're going to continue on with Kara no Kyokai, and then there's going to be some other movies which I'm sure all you Fate and Type Moon fans out there will not give a shit about and, couldn't care less about. But we've got other movies like that as well to deal with. And then we've got the other 2 shows for Cycle 8 to continue on with. Alright, so I hope you guys will tune in for all of that and show your support. Very much appreciated. So guys, until then, that is it from me for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure. Your boy Too Lazy for Life. Okay, guys. Bye for now.